This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi, and welcome to another Performance Gears episode where we're going to be doing a performance comparison review of the Curry 4 from Under Armour. Now, if you look behind me, if you notice, I'm in a different section, and that's because I wanted to be as direct and forthright as possible with this review. A lot of reviews are out there, and I actually had one already made, already edited, ready to go out. And having played in these for 2 weeks, I played in them again the night before last. And the Curry 4 is an amazing looking shoe. This thing is gorgeous. They did a phenomenal job. And I had guys, probably 10 guys, think, man, how's that shoe? That looks amazing. I want to get one. And it really changed how I wanted to do this review. That being said, the closest competitor to the Curry 4 at $130 with a knit upper is your Adidas tubular knit. And what I mean by that is, outside of looks and the fact that this is lightweight, there's nothing about this shoe that says or is meant for basketball. Under Armour spent probably as little as possible in the research and development in this shoe and put out a product where they really didn't have to use anything expensive. And to make this shoe is probably very, very cheap, just because there is nothing in the way of support. There is no high-end materials. Everything is synthetic. The knit, as we all know, is actually a less expensive manufacturing process. There's no cushion to speak of. I mean, there's nothing in this shoe. There's no support aspect. Even the heel cup, they actually didn't do one. If you guys look inside here, you see that little black strip of cloth. It's a little bit thicker. It's not even plastic or fused, anything strong, but that's just to support the lacing. That exact thin strip of cloth is what they put down here. So if it's a heel cup in here, I shouldn't be able to completely smush the shoe. There's nothing back there. And on the Kobe 9, they didn't have a heel cup directly, but they had carbon fiber pieces on the sides. So you can say, well, you know, you sit inside the shoe, the foam helps. This foam just bends right down. Pretty much any movement I made in this shoe, my foot was trying to get off of the footbed. So fit-wise, you could say this is incredible. But that being said, it's knit. Most knit shoes are comparable. This is the Jordan 29. I mean, they did this 3 years ago. Most high-performance shoes are knit. They do fit well. The LeBron 15 fits incredible. The new Klay Thompson 3 for 120 bucks is knit. The Way of Wade by Li-Ning is knit. The Jordan line been doing knit for years. So to have a knit shoe and say, oh, that fits amazing. Yeah, most of them do. That's the whole point. Adidas has Prime Knit. So it's not really a big thing where I can tell you, get that. And for $130, you're getting a shoe with absolutely no cushioning, not minimal cushioning. There's no cushioning on this shoe. I would love to have a productive debate with any reviewer out there who would like to say, oh, it's minimal. If you're lightweight and if you're light on your feet, it's something that can work, but there's still no cushioning there. For $120 at $10 cheaper, I've only played in this shoe twice. This is the new Kyrie 4. It is literally better in every way. This uses a cushion, but it doesn't make you feel slow. If anyone is looking at Kyrie out there, I don't think anybody is looking at Kyrie and saying, yeah, you know, if he had the right gear, he'd be a little quicker. No, Nike's done a phenomenal job of equipping him with a shoe that is allowing him to perform at the next level. And generally, Under Armour does a great job working with the athletes to get them exactly what they need. So for Curry, he wears a giant ankle brace. For Curry, he moves very quick, but he's light in his feet. If you're over 200 pounds, this shoe is not really going to be for you. So if you're lighter, or if you're playing on clean courts all the time, great. But guess what? Almost any shoe out there on a clean NBA kind of court is going to perform well. So performing well in those conditions, the traction on this, if you see that it's circular, you can't actually wipe down. You actually have to wipe unidirectionally on each way to get the dust off. Meaning, between the whistle or whatever, you're checking the ball in, you have to do each shoe 4 or 5 wipes to get the dust off of this. And my biggest problem with the traction on this was it would go suddenly. Generally, a basketball shoe, when you start to get dust on it, gradually loses traction. So, and as it starts to go more slippery, you wipe it down. Big deal. That's most shoes. A shoe is outstanding when you can play a whole pickup game and you don't even have to wipe your shoe. You almost forget. You're like, oh, damn, that was good. That's how the Kyrie 4s were. That's how the Kyrie 2s were. That's how almost the Jordan 28 was. There's very few shoes out there where you almost don't have to wipe. It's incredible. So this shoe, not only would you have to wipe it 4 or 5 times on each shoe when you did wipe, but it didn't give you an opportunity to, okay, I'm slipping a little bit, let me wipe. It would go from being sticky, which is phenomenal, especially on a clean court, to playing on an ice skate rink like that. So between the support and the cushion, there is almost a complete lack of faith to play in this shoe. And again, I'm a 240-pound guy. I play, let's say, like a poor man's Draymond Green, where I shoot from the outside, I drive to the lane a little bit. So that's my style of play. And I love the looks of the shoe. I will be keeping it. But as far as performing, this shoe is awful. If you're going to comment and asking me what's a better shoe, this is probably one of the few shoes out there I can tell you pretty much every single shoe in the market is going to be better than this. And even if you are sponsored by Under Armour at your school, or if you have to wear Under Armour shoes, I would almost say every other Under Armour shoe is a better shoe than this one. Going with their Dry 4, going with their Charge controller. I mean, they really did not do a high quality job on the performance aspect for the Curry 4. They do have a new, as far as Under Armour, a cushion coming out called Hover, H-O-V-R. I hope they use it. I hope they do something, because the Curry line has been their signature line, and this has been a huge disappointment. So that's kind of why I have this background, different set. Hopefully you guys wanted to take me maybe a little bit more serious, but share this video. If someone's out there looking to buy a Curry 4, you need to hear this. This is something that was a huge disappointment to me. And again, once you start playing in other shoes, like I said, I brought out my 29s to play in them just to compare, because this is a shoe that is one of the lightest Jordans. In fact, I think this was the lightest Jordan. So you can't really say, oh, but that's a light shoe. Oh, the fit, well, this fit just as well. But this has cushioning. This has support. And even this, the support it's always surprising. You're like, it's a sock. It's not going to keep me contained, but it does an amazing job. And that's because Jordan, Nike, they did the work to make sure they have something that does both things well. Fit as well as lightweight, but support and contain you so you have a basketball shoe that works. Guys, take it for what it's worth. Put the links down. If you're buying this shoe because you support Curry, you support Under Armour, you support Golden State Warriors, your school is an Under Armour school, you go to Notre Dame, Maryland, what have you, this shoe looks sick. It's like, in my mind, going to be comparable to what the Jordan 1 is, where it's just an iconic, good-looking shoe. But even then, the Jordan 1 has better traction, the Jordan 1 has better support, and the cushion, damn, might be better on the Jordan 1. That's a freaking 30-year-old shoe. So, guys, really appreciate everyone who watches this. Leave your comments below. Hit me back. I am posting on Instagram if you're following me. I will be working on right now the LeBron 15, the Kyrie 4, so I definitely want to make sure I get my comparisons out there to help as many athletes as possible. This is Levi with Sneaker Gears. Really appreciate everyone out there, and I'll see you later.